We're from the Sugar Cubes.
And you're watching
120 minutes on MTV.
Yes.
Into the future.
Well, now we got that cleared up. We got the latest from the Sugar Cubes on the way, along with a brand new video from LA singer-songwriter E. Right here, the fourth installment of our 120 minutes interview with Henry Rollins.
I grew up in Washington, which is at the time 95% black, and so there's a lot of great R&B and soul stations. I used to listen to WOL, The Drum, and it was all, you know, intense, you know, black network. And so I grew up with you know, stuff like Gladys Knight, Isaac Hayes. My favorite album in 5th grade was Hot Buttered Soul by Isaac Hayes. That's just one of the greatest albums I've ever heard. I still play it. So, you know, Marvin Gaye, stuff like that. And my mom was playing a lot of stuff like Miles Davis, just a lot of stuff.
What kind of kid were you in school? Were you a bully? Were you the type to be knocked around? Or were you an average kid?
I was very crazed until I got sent to a disciplinary school. I was on Ritalin from about 3rd grade on, which is one of those, a drug which makes you go from to I will do what you say. You become like a Dalek. So I was kicked out of a couple of schools for just being reckless and wild and loudmouthed, and I would just scream until I was hoarse. I was like nuts. And so they put the straitjacket drugs on me, and then in 6th grade they sent me to an all-boys school for 7 years. And you know, the buzz cut, the uniform, the teacher walks in and just says, all right, sit down, shut up. And you sat down, you shut up. So I did 7 years of sitting down and shutting up from, you know, 8 a.m. till 3 p.m. And, you know, intense scholastic program, a lot of sports, you know, a lot of like boxing, wrestling, weightlifting, all that kind of stuff. And then I'd go home and crank my Ted Nugent albums and wish I had hair down to here and wish I could meet women. But, you know, you get raised in an all-boys school, you see them at bus stops, and you're like, wow, look at them.
What's that?
Wow. What do you say to them? You know, what do they do? And, like, then, you know, so it was kind of a weird experience.
I still haven't figured it out. Stick around for more on Henry Rollins and the 120 X-ray on Matthew Sweet.